Yeah. So this course actually, so we are going to learn it that Azure Data Engineering. Azure Data Engineering. It's a cloud technology. And Azure Data Engineering. See here. First, I will list out what are the features we are going to learn it in this Azure platform. Now, Azure Data Factory. This is one of the resource. Azure Data Factory and Azure. So Databricks and Azure Synapse Analytics. Right. These are the major resources we are going to learn during this our training period. And storage perspective, we are going to learn that one. Azure Blob Storage, Azure Data Lake Storage, and Azure SQL Database, and so these are the storages we are going to use it. Then we are going to learn that Azure Logic Apps, Azure Key Vault, and Azure, what is that one? Azure Logic Apps, Azure Key Vault, and Azure Snaps. The Snaps already I have mentioned it. Yes. So these are the resources. Primarily, we are going to use it when you are learning this Azure Data Engineering course. So the data engineers, they are going to deal with the data, right? The data may be available, different sources also, different sources. So the different sources, what are the different sources? So we are going to learn that one, how to interact with that other sources from the Azure platform. Those other sources, it's like a Snowflake, and REST API, and AWS, and Cosmos DB. Then on-premises. Because your data, you may have it in that on-premises environment. So these different types of storage environment, if you are going to use it like that, your on-premises data storage is not. So we have to connect with the storage environment. So we are going to learn it, how we can connect with that, this type of external sources. Then finally, we are going to learn that one, CI/CD concepts. CI/CD. This is the one we are going to use it for that deployment purpose. The deployment purpose. This is a DevOps concept. This is a DevOps concept. This is only the DevOps only. So for this deployment purpose, we need this knowledge. So we are going to learn this part also. So overall, these things, high level content actually. So we are going to cover it during this our training. And to complete all these things, actually, we need that hours, around 50 hours. Actually, we have to spend it. 50 to 60 hours it will come. So 50 hours you have to spend it for learning all these things. So if you are learning all this content, that around 50 hours, 50 plus hours, if you are learning that one, so the knowledge you will get it like 2 to 3 years. If you are working in that real-time environment, what knowledge you will get it, that much knowledge actually, so clearly you will get it. So sure, because we are going to see it everything in that live basis scenarios. We are going to discuss about that live, just nothing but not only that, what is what. We are going to discuss about that real-time scenario basis. We are going to discuss that every sessions. Okay, we are going to take that one live scenario example and we are going to implement the logic for that scenario. So in that way only we are going to learn it. So live scenarios based only we are going to learn it. And for this one, so you have to create the account, the Azure account you have to create it. So Azure account actually 30 days trial period available. 30 days trial period Azure account available. But for creating this account, what you need now, you have to use that your credit card and one email ID. and one mobile number. So all these informations you need. And after the 30 days, you can upgrade that your subscription into the pay as you go. So if you're having that another credit card, then again you can create the new account. So again you will get that 30 days trial period. Okay. So this account creation, everything, I will help on you that one, how to create that one. But the third email ID you have to arrange it. Okay, fine. Right. Now let's come to that our role, the Azure Data Engineer. So once we've learned all these things, actually we are going to try the job like experience in this technology like 2 to 3 years, right? So yes, you got the job and you have to work, right? So what will be the roles and responsibility if you're joined as a role data engineer? What will be the roles and responsibility? What you have to do? Actually, the data engineer, what they are doing, we should understand first, right? So here, so I'll take the small some business scenarios. Imagine I'm having that one business. Okay, I'm having that one business. So for that business, so I'm having that some application information. So that online applications, I'm having that online application. So simply I'm taking this our training business. Okay. So training inquiry. So this is my application. So I'm having that inquiry form. So the name. So here that mobile, email ID, city, and course what they want to learn. So here, finally, once you filled that all the information, now you have to submit it. So this is the one first name. So mobile and so email ID, city, and course. See, once you fill that all the information now, so finally you will click that button. Just I'm using that OK or save something. OK or save. So you have to click this button. Usually, what will be happen? The every business application. So whatever you are giving the action, it will give the reaction, right? So the response it will be that. So the response. So once you click that action, this save button, click now. What will be the reaction? That action response. What will be there now? The data, everything will be stored somewhere. The data, everything will be stored somewhere. So here, what I'm having now, I'm having that data. So in my database. Right? So here the database, what it is, so here I'm going to have that table. Just imagine I'm having that all these 5 columns, 1 and 2, so 3, fine. See, so this is called table. This table going to have that first name and mobile number, email, city, and course. The course what you are selecting. So whenever you click the button, the information it will be stored here. That information will be stored here. So the first name will come here, and the mobile number will come here, and email, and the city, and the course. Fine. So this is that database. So all the inquiry information it will come and stored here. So this is my database. But I cannot expect all the people will inquire through that online application only. Some people will come in person. Some people will come in person. Okay, so they're coming in person. So walk-in inquiries, right? So walk-in inquiries are there. So then what I have to do now? I have to keep that information also somewhere. Okay, so that somewhere is nothing but what I'm going to do have it now. I'm going to have that Excel in the Excel. So I'm going to store that all the data, who are all coming in person, all the inquiry information. Just I'm going to keep it in that my Excel data. My Excel data. So find Excel here. Same 5 columns. Just I'm keeping. Okay, right. See, so like this I'm having so different source of data. Different source of data. Different source of data I'm having. So here what I have to do now, I want to analyze my business. See, I will get that all the online inquiries in that my online application, that backend database, the database, it can be like a SQL Server or Oracle, something like that one. And on in-person inquiry, so that walk-in inquiries information, I will keep it in that my Excel data. So like this, I'm having the branches, many branches I'm having. So for example, I'm having 10 branches. So 10 branches and all the 10 branches having that data, different data, right? So now actually what I want to do now, I want to analyze my business. I want to analyze my business. So how I can analyze it? First, if you want to analyze now, first I want to gathering all the business data. But now by business data, where I'm having now, I'm having that my business data in the different storages. One storage is SQL Server database, another storage is Excel. So like this, I'm having different branches. Different branches. From the 10 branches, I want to collect all the data. From the 10 branches, I want to collect all the data. So every branch, they are keeping their own database separately. See here, if I want to do the analysis now, if I want to do the business analysis now, what I want to do, I want to bring all this data into that one centralized storage environment. So this is the things happening in all the business. If you are analyzing, if you are checking that Amazon, they are doing the same type of business. If they're Flipkart, they are doing the same type of business. They are having the different storages, so different source format data storages, and all the data finally they are bringing into that one final storage environment. So from that environment only they are doing that analysis. They are doing that analysis. Okay. So here, so same way, I want to do the analysis. If I want to do the analysis now, what I want to do, I want to bring my data into that my one centralized storage environment. That centralized storage environment, just for our understanding purpose, here I'm going to have that one separate storage environment. This storage environment is nothing but same like our database. So this database is going to have that your table. So that same type of table it is going to have it. So here, so that our source 1 and 2, so that 3 and 4, 5, the same 5 column I want to use it. Okay, fine. Something. See, now what I want to do now, so all these data I want to bring it into my centralized storage environment. So this centralized storage environment, usually we will call it like a data warehouse. It's called like a data warehouse. Okay, so here I want to bring all this data. Which data? This table data what we are having, this is one of the source for my business. So this data I want to bring it here. And this is my another source. This also I want to bring it here. Like this, I'm having different storages from the different branches. So all 10 branches data, I want to bring it into this final storage environment. Why I want to bring it? If I want to bring that all the data into that one place, from this one, I can easily analyze my business, how it is going on, which courses are going so very well, and so which area actually my business having very well, which city that business is very well, which city and which course is going very well. All this type of analysis I can do it. Based on this analysis, so I can take the decision what I want to do, so to grow that my business in the next level. You got it? So this is a way that every business they are analyzing their business data, but their business data they are not going to have it in that one storage environment. So they are going to have it in that different storage environment. So those different data they want to bring it into that the final environment. So like this, right? See here, this data. So we are having in the different source environment like this, right? So we are having the data in that different source environment. So these all are the different sources. See this data. So this data, so we have to bring it into this target environment. This is our target environment. See, so this source and target may be in the different locations. Maybe in that different locations. This is a source, right? And it depends upon that your business. It may be in the different the locations. Okay. See the data from here to here. I want to bring it. Source to target. I want to bring it. So I have explained why we have to bring it into the target, but how we can bring it? Who will bring the data? Yes. Now we are coming into the picture. The data engineers. We are coming into the picture. So the data engineers, what they are going to do now? Yes, this type of task, it is going to be taken by the data engineers. So they are going to transfer the data or move the data from one environment to another environment based on that business requirement. So these requirements are, so there in all the projects, all business scenarios, every business scenario, this type of flows only they are following. That is the reason that every business scenario they are recruiting the data engineers. Because that every business they are keeping their data in the different sources, and the data what they are getting directly from the end users, the data usually it is called raw data. Usually it is called raw data. The source what you are going to have it. So the source side whatever you are having, that data is called raw data. The data is called raw data. Okay, the raw data usually we cannot use it directly for the analysis purpose. The raw data directly we cannot use it for the analysis purpose. The data we want to clean it. So the cleaning what you are going to do, so it depends upon the business. I will show you later. But raw data you cannot use it for the analysis purpose. You have to clean the data. You have to do the some of the transformation on the data based on your business. Then you have to move the data into the target. So all these things, who will take care of it now? Data engineer going to take care of it, right? So data engineers, what they are going to. So is it clear? Any doubt on this one?
No, it's actually clear.
It's clear.
Fine. Right. Now we got to know that one, what the data engineer is going to do. That's fine. But the data engineers, how they are going to do? We need the technology support, right? So here, for this data movement, what we cannot do it now directly, we cannot load it anything. So like so copy paste. Okay, we need the technology support. So here we are going to use that one technology. The technology is called ETL. Okay. So the data engineer, what they are going to use it for the data movement or data migration or data transformation from one environment to another environment. They are going to use the technology called ETL. ETL means extract, transform, and load. Extract, transform, and load. Okay. Extract, transform, and load. So extract, what they are going to extract, what they are going to transform, what they are going to load, or what is the meaning of this one. So extract is nothing but connecting the data from the different sources. Extraction, connecting and getting the data is the extraction. From where you have to connect or extract the data from that your source environment. From that your source environment, you have to connect and extract. Yeah. So connecting with your source is called extraction. Connecting and getting the data is called extraction. Transformation I will tell you later. First I will tell you that one. After doing that transformation, what you are going to do that one now? You are going to load that your data into that your target environment. So you are going to load the data. Okay, fine. So ETL, using the ETL technology, the data engineers, what they are going to do now? They are going to move the data from the source to target. Okay, that's fine. But now, what is the meaning of transformation in the ETL? Transform. I said the business data we cannot expect in the cleaned format from the end user side. See, when you're filling that some of the online forms, you will give that sometimes that proper mail ID, proper the mobile number. Sometimes you will give that some invalid information. Even that application maybe accept that one, but the data is not valid data. Some information you will leave it in the blank, so null values, right? So the data, we cannot say that one that from the end user what you are going to get it, the data it will be in that proper cleaned format. So that data we are saying like they don't raw data. But the raw data, what we have to do now, we have to clean the data. In that our business perspective. See, I will show you that one sample data. I will show you that one sample data. See here. See. So I'm going to have that one information like this. See here. See the name, that mobile number, something, and the course what I'm going to inquiry, and I'm from that location, and that state and country. I'm having the data like this. I'm having the data like this. See, if I'm having the data like this. So if I'm having the data like this now, actually this data is not the proper data. This data is not the proper data. This is not the proper data. This is a raw data. This is a raw data. If I'm having the data like this now, all the records. See, imagine if I'm having this all the 1 million data, that 10 lakhs data is actually, so I'm having all the 10 lakhs data. If I'm having like this now, I want to analyze this data based on that location. Is it easy now? No. I want to analyze the data based on the course. No, it's not easy. I cannot read the data one by one manually out of this 1 lakh, 10 million, 1 million record, right? The 10 lakhs record. It is not easy because the data is not in the right format. It's not easy to manage the data. Okay. So this data, if you are using as it is now, then this data will not help to analysis. It is not going to help. So what I want to do now, I want to make this data the meaningful structure. I want to make this data in the meaningful structure. So meaningful structure now like a table structure. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here, just I will take that one. So 1 and 2. So 3, 4. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? This data, I want to change it into that another format like this. The name should be come into that separate column. The number should be come into that another separate column. And the course details, what you're having into the separate column. The city, you want to bring it into that separate column, right? And then that your state, and then the right? Here, it is like a single data. It is like a single data. This format of data, it is not going to help to analyze because this is not in the proper structure. So this type of format is not going to help. But see now, here I'm having that columns, separate columns. So this type of format will help to analyze that my business. Right? So this is the right format data. So your business data, it will come like this. It will come like this. Using this ETL technology, we are the data engineer. What we are going to do now, we are going to do the transformation. So from this structure to this structure, we are going to do the transformation. So transformation, just changing the your data from that one format to another format. This is called the transformation. Another one example. So here, what I have done it now, so that data, it was not in the cleaned, so I have cleaned the data, the proper expected structured format. Okay, right. Not only this, you may have the data like this, another data. So I'm having some of the data. here. Sure. So 3, 4, something. So 4 column data. So imagine this is the student information. This is the student information. So this is going to be the student name. This is going to be the subject. This is going to be the subject 2. This is going to be the subject 3. So that subject information now mark. Subject information means mark. See. So student name. So mark some. Okay. So here, this is my source. This is my source. Okay. This is my source. Then here, see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yes. Okay. Fine. 4 is it. Now what I want to do? My target it should be 5 because source is 4. No? Total is in the source we are having 4. No? Okay. Fine. So the name S1, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Finally, I want to add the total. And add the total. Right. See, when you are move the data from the source to target, the source, how many columns you are having? So 4 columns only. So that's Siva. So here, that's Siva. What is the mark? First mark, subject 1 mark, subject 2 mark, subject 3 mark. Here, you have to fill it total also, but total is not available in the source. Then what you have to do? When you are copying the data, here, you have to write the logic for total. You have to write the logic for total. So logic for total, actually, you have to write it. Clear? See, this logic, you are going to write it. This logic, you are going to write it based on that your requirement. So if you are writing the logic now, it will come here. So something, the logic will give the output like this. See, source I'm having only the 4 column, but the target I'm having the 5 column. That fifth column is nothing but is aggregation column. That aggregation logic here I'm going to write it. That aggregation logic for that my total. Aggregation logic for my total. I'm going to write it. This type of logics you are doing. So this is called a transformation. So you are doing some transformation in your business data using that your source data or existing data. Here what you are doing. So you are doing your data from one format to another format. You are converting. You are changing the structure of the data. This is also called transformation. So based on that your business requirement, you are going to do some of the transformation. Then you are going to load the data into that your target. Then finally the data, it will be available here. Either you may load it as it is, or either you may load it like this after converting like this, or you may load it after converting like this. As it is, you can load it like this, or converting the data like this, or converting the data like this. Any one of the day. It's all depends upon that your business. But these all are we are going to do using that our ETL technology. So who going to do? The data engineer going to do. Okay, fine. ETL tool is there. So what is the ETL tools? What are the ETL tools are available in the current market? See, in the current market, ETL tools actually available like that our. So here, that Informatica, SSIS, data stage. Like this, we are having that Informatica tools, ETL tools. But these tools actually, So all are going to support only for the on-premises environment. These all are going to support only for the on-premises environment. These all are going to support only for the on-premises environment. Okay, so here okay, so these all are going to support only for the on-premises environment. These all are supporting only on-prem. Okay, fine. See here. But one problem here, my storage environment is cloud environment. My storage environment is cloud environment. My source or target environment is cloud environment. Okay, either source alone, whatever it is, it's a cloud environment. If it is a cloud environment now, you cannot use these tools. You cannot use these tools. This tool, you cannot use it as a ETL tool. Using the ETL tool, we can do that, all this transformation and data loading, everything you can do it. But if you are using these tools now, within the on-premises environment only, you can use it. Within the on-premises environment only, you can use it. But if the cloud environment is involving now, you cannot do it anything using these tools. Then cloud supporting technology you need. So for the cloud supporting technology, so nowadays actually, so maximum companies, they are using the cloud environment or they're migrating into the cloud environment, the existing business, everything, they're migrating into the cloud. Then you need the technology which is going to support that cloud environment as well as on-premises. So that our Azure Data Factory. That our Azure Data Factory. The Azure Data Factory is that our, what is this one? One of
ETL
the
tool.
ETL tools. One of the ETL tool. And another one, Azure Data Bricks. This also we are going to use it for that ETL purpose, the cloud-based environment. Right. So we are going to learn it, this Azure Data Factory and Azure Data Bricks. Along with this one, we are going to learn that snaps also. The snaps, nothing but as of now, just understand. So both together available in one environment. That environment is called snaps. So some more features also there in the snaps environment. Just the beginning level, understand like this. So both the features are available in one environment. That environment is called data snaps and Azure snaps environment. So all three we are going to learn it. Data. So here, as a data engineer, what we are going to do now, this is our roles and responsibility actually. Our responsibility. So requirement, everything going to be come based on these scenarios, what I have explained. For this requirement purpose only, we are going to respond it. Okay. As a data engineer, you are going to deal with the ETL tools like this Data Factory and Databricks. Okay. And to learn that our Databricks and especially the Databricks, to work in the Databricks, you should have that knowledge of that Python, PySpark. Okay. So because Databricks going to support, this is a Databricks language. This is a PySpark is the Databricks language. But the PySpark is nothing but PySpark, so developed using the Python only. PySpark going to support Python only. So PySpark nothing but it's a Python only. Okay. So we need that some basic knowledge in the Python. That's what first we are going to learn the Python. Then we are going to learn the PySpark using that Databricks environment. So this also we are going to learn it. And in the snaps, so particularly in the snaps, Azure snaps. So we are going to learn that what is that serverless SQL code. Serverless SQL code. Dedicated SQL code. and especially that external tail. External tail. So we are going to learn what is that pipeline, what is the notebook. This is high level things. So these are the things we are going to learn it in that snapshot. Right now.
Yeah, this SQL and SQL pool are similar to the Oracle and Microsoft SQL.
SQL all are same.
Okay.
All the places SQL it will be same. Small syntax change only will be there. Whether you are working in that SQL Server or Oracle or here Snap SQL or that even Azure SQL, anywhere SQL if you are working means SQL is SQL only. Small
Okay.
syntax change only will be there. Rest all will be same.
Gotcha.
Yeah, fine. So this is the one. So we are going to learn it. So overall this training period. So that's all about the demo. I hope you can understand. So what we are going to learn it and what will be our roles and responsibility if you are joining as a data engineer. So that data engineering role perspective, what we are going to learn it in this our Azure platform. So all those things it will be clear, I think. So if you're having that any doubt now, you can ask. So this is our course content. So first we are going to learn it very detailedly about that our data factory. So then we are going to learn it our Databricks. After this, actually in this note here, I did not add the snaps part, but the snaps what I have mentioned here, that also we are going to learn it. But once you learned these two things now, so easily you can work in that snaps and problem because snaps is nothing but all together of these two, this Databricks feature and data factory features. Fine.
So, like, how this training goes in a week? Or it's
Weekly
in
it
a
will be in that
weekend?
Monday to Friday, so daily 1 hour.
Okay.
So as of now, we have planned it morning 7 o'clock. And from that coming Wednesday, we are planning to start that first day.
Okay. It was good demo. It was crystal clear.
Yeah, Prabha, you asked something.
Yeah, actually, is there any chances to conduct this daily classes on both English as well as Tamil? Then only it will be interacting.
So actually the batches now, so it will be from that different location people, so we cannot use that local languages for that training purpose.
Okay, fine.
So and even if you are attending the interview now, you have to use that English only, right? So you cannot use that local languages. So
Yeah, that's
and it will be easy to understand. So because everything it will be that hands-on basis only. So what I have explained here in that drawing by the drawing, the same way that every examples using that tools only it is going to be there. So hands-on basis only it is going to be there. So it will be easy to understand. It's not going to be that any high level so technical. Sorry, English communications. It's normal communications. So anyone can easily understand.
okay. Fine.
Srikanth, do you have any doubts?
Tough now, I don't have any doubt. It
Fine.
should take place.
Are you able to understand actually? So what is this Azure Data Engineer and what we are going to do?
Yeah, I can.
Fine.
Shiva, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
So here we have three different ETL tools, right?
Yes.
Data Factory, Databricks, and Synapse. So what is the difference between the three?
So Data Factory purely user interface, graphical user interface, drag and drop tools.
Okay.
And Databricks actually, so we are going to use it that Databricks PySpark language, like a script you are going to write it.
Uh-huh.
And Synapse all together.
Nice.
Yeah, anything else? Okay, fine. So just interact with that or coordinators and let me know Once you all are okay with that one, so from this coming Wednesday morning, so we can start that first day session. Okay. So that's all for the day. So we'll connect again later. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.